All right, we got great news, we got good news, and we got bad news. So the great news, Sarah and I went for a lovely little mini bike ride. The good news, got this to run on gas. It was running all by itself, just cherry. But the bad news, when I was adjusting the carb and finagling with the idle, trying to get it to run just cherry like a little Honda should, it died on me. I pulled the recoil rope and got nothing. So I kind of think my sketchy little rethread of the crank did not hold. But I put some paint marks underneath the recoil, so let's open it up, have a look. So like I said in a previous video, I got this and it was a pile of parts. So it had a cheap little Chinese 110 with a manual clutch and a 4-speed. And that was fun to ride, but it was pretty sketch. Like when I sit on the back of this thing, I gotta sit way at the back, and it likes to throw you off pretty easy when you dump the clutch. So I figured, why not put this little Honda 70 in there? Well, I've come to figure out why. Obviously it's to do with this bad crank. That's why the other person pulled this out and put the 110 in there. I'm hoping it's still savable. Like there's obviously a couple solutions. I could get a new crank, a couple $100, wait a couple weeks, split the whole engine apart, put a gasket kit in it, and do that. I also could grind the old threads off completely and drill out the end of the crankshaft and put a bolt or a stud in there. But let's just see if my suspicion is correct. Ah, dang. So here's my paint mark, and here's my mark on the nut. It seems to still be tight, but I'm wondering if it ate the little key that I put in there. One way to find out, let's pull this off again. I did put a little bit of blue Loctite on there. I didn't want to use red. I was a little worried that if I ever had to get back in here, it wouldn't come apart. Oh. What in the heck? So that's a surprise. That might explain what's going on. And it totally sheared the key off again. It's actually stuck in there. I don't know if you can see, but that is not good at all. Damn. That is very unfortunate. There's also a little piece of cast. It broke on that stator plate. I only see one screw. I wonder what it was hitting on. I don't really see anything. Oh, there's the other screw. So those screws worked loose. I never checked them, honestly. Oh no. Looks like the used O-ring worked though. There's no oil out here. But yeah, now this is Fugazi. I don't see any contact marks in there. The only thing I was thinking is maybe one of these newer screws that's in here. They stick out a little further. Really sucks. Brings a tear to a grown man's eye. But what do? I got some creative soldering I'm gonna have to do because that's broken off right here. I think that would have to connect to this wire there. And then you can see the key sheared right off in there again. And the broken casting behind that wire. That really sucks. But what do? One step at a time. You know, these old bikes and any old bikes or anything you're working on, there's always going to be something, you know, you can get your job done, the whole project done, spend all your money on it, and then have something like this happen. And that's just kind of the way of the road, as my friend Ray would say.